Delicious, succulent roast lamb is a real favourite in my house. I'm Regina, I'm a busy mum and a food lover, and in this video I'm going to show you how to go from prepping your lamb all the way through to flavouring, cooking, carving and making a gorgeous gravy. First up, it's the all-important issue of hygiene. Always wash your hands before handling raw meat and after. I'm going to be cooking this whole leg of lamb. It weighs about 2.2 kilos and it should comfortably feed a family of 4 with some really delicious leftovers. Always let the meat reach room temperature before roasting. It takes about half an hour or so. Try and buy a piece with a bone in because that's where the flavour is, and also you're left with a lovely bone afterwards to make your stock with. You should preheat your oven at this point to 230°C, which is gas mark 8. So lamb is such a fantastically versatile meat. There are so many things you can do with it. I'm going to be keeping it quite simple, and I've got here a really nice mixture of quite finely chopped anchovies, some garlic and some rosemary, and I'm just going to add a nice splash of oil just to loosen up a bit. And with a small knife, I'm just going to carefully make incisions all the way down to the bone, and that will really help the flavour penetrate into the meat while it's roasting. Just smear that, I mean it smells incredible, and just really get that into all the incisions. So before roasting, you want to brown your meat all over in a nice hot pan, and this will help to retain moisture, it will seal all those lovely juices in. Gorgeous sizzle, and don't worry about actually cooking it now, you're just browning the meat and you're going to get golden all over. This is going into a nice hot oven at 230°C for about 15 minutes. And after 15 minutes, you'll turn it down again to 200. I really like my lamb quite medium, so for me, I'm looking at about 18 minutes per 500 grams on top of that 15 minutes, which for this piece of meat works out at about 80 minutes. There's your gorgeous lamb. It's been lovingly basted every 20 minutes. And you want to rest your lamb under a foil tent for about 20 minutes. So while my lamb is resting, I'm going to crack on with this lovely gravy I've got going on here. I've got my roasting tray on quite a high hob and just stir that the whole time, scraping up any kind of marmitey bits from the bottom of the pan because that's full of flavour, and you want that to reduce to a nice syrupy consistency. And then I'm going to add a tablespoon of flour. Really do stir that really well so you don't get too many lumps. I'm going to pour in my stock. Keep stirring and scraping the whole time. And this takes about the same amount of time as it takes to rest the lamb for a really good consistency. Right, so once you've got your gravy to the desired consistency, add a spoonful or 2 of red currant jelly, which is nice and acidic. Just stir, and that should dissolve. So for the tenderest slices of lamb, you just want to hold your leg like this and carve kind of against the bone. Just get all that meat off the bone. You then want to take your long slices and just cut little slices, which should give you the most succulent tender meat. Just try and cut off as much as you're going to eat at the time. That way, when it comes to your leftovers, you've got meat left on the bone, which stores much better in the fridge. So I'm going to wrap it up quite tightly in some foil, and that can go in the fridge for a couple of days. You can use the bone for a nice stock, and when you do come to cook the leftovers, you can shred your meat off the bone as you use it, and that will stop the meat from going dry or hard. So thank you all for watching, and get cooking.